Everyone, welcome to my channel JSP Studies. Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds. Start. Sir, the most important part is employment. The report of the ministry gives a very sending picture on the implementation of even small number of projects of rural employment undertaken as pilot projects. The report itself says that in most cases the state's governments have not used the resources allocated. There were unspent balance at the end of every year which were allowed to be carried over, and sometimes more than 50% of the resources were not used. This shows how scantily and in what lukewarm manner this program is being attended to. I think it is time when we will all have to accept, if we are thinking to take our country further, and if we are thinking really and genuinely meaning to improve the lot of our rural poor, we will have to establish a law that every able-bodied man, if one needed work, will get the work. Stop. It is in this field of integrated rural development program the Ministry of Agriculture will have to take necessary steps. When we need 5,000 rural employment projects, even 15 projects are not able to use the allocated money. So this is an important area which Mahatma Gandhi all along emphasized in his ideas of Gram Swaraj, in the idea of village reliance. Therefore, I would plead with the Honorable Minister to give very high priority to this program. Para. The second priority that we should give is to literacy in the rural development programs. The number of illiterates is rising in the country. We have more than 50% of the world's illiterate population. When I say literacy, I mean functional literacy. This is also a great responsibility. Then, sir, in the same way, the question of public health also has to be attended to. So, along with these aspects, with great vigor, with great intensity, and with great priority. Para. Now, I wish to say something about agricultural education. It has not been given adequate importance. We have 21 agricultural universities, but we have imparted education which does not lead the young people coming out from there to farms. They train them only to become white-collar officers. If our agricultural universities are also going to produce white-collar young persons in large numbers, I do not think we will ever be able to bridge the gap between the poor people and others in the rural society. Therefore, I must effect a very serious change here. Sir, the Krishi Vigyan Kendra scheme has been under consideration for the last 2 or 3 years. I hope it is going to be operated this year. It took nearly 3 years to finalize it, and this scheme is going to be implemented only in 18 kendras in the whole of the country, whereas we need hundreds of such kendras to provide services to our farmers, to advise them on how to use the scarce commodities, to advise the properly. Para. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, it is being widely propagated that agricultural production has progressed a lot after the imposition of the internal emergency in India. Our minister has said that it has reached up to 116 million tons. But I cannot agree with that statement because we, the people of Kerala, are getting 4 ounces of ration of rice. If it has improved much, I would like to ask the minister as to why did he give up the allotted quota. I admit that there is a little improvement in agricultural production, but it is because of the good monsoon and the hard work of our peasants. We know that even after 20 years of Congress rule, we have not yet reached self-sufficiency, whereas our neighboring countries like China and our other socialist countries, which were more backward than us in the early years, have reached self-sufficiency. What is our condition? We have been searching for food. We have been depending on the foreign imperialist countries for the import of food. Para. Sir, I would like to know about the progress in implementing land reforms. Can the minister say that the land reforms and the sealing laws have been implemented in India? He cannot say so because the statistics are here. He has replied to a question in this house that only 9 lakh acres of land have been declared surplus and 2 lakh acres of land have been distributed. I think that at least 250 years will be necessary to implement these land reforms. It proves that you are not ready to implement these land reforms. You stand for the well-being of the landlords and not for the poor peasants. It is an admitted fact that many of the congressmen elected to the state assemblies and parliament are from the landless families of rural areas. That is why you are not ready to implement these land reforms in India. Para. Moreover, it is interesting to note that out of 1 lakh acres of land that has been distributed, nearly 42,000 acres of land were distributed by the Janata Front Ministry. Many of the landlords, with the help of this government, have transferred their lands as Benami lands. Moreover, some landlords transferred their lands in the name of their house, dogs, and animals to overcome the land reforms. And it is a wonderful thing that the central government is coming forward with a bill to legalize these Benami transfers. In West Bengal, during the time of the United Front Ministry, peasants were able to occupy 6 lakh acres of land. But now, with the help of the present government, the landlords are trying to reoccupy these lands. It is a pitiable thing. Para. Another important thing I would like to point out is the steep fall in the process of agricultural products, especially the commercial crops like coffee, etc. এই প্যাসেজের স্ট্রোক এবং পিডিএফ পেতে টেলিগ্রাম গ্রুপে জয়েন করুন এবং ভিডিওটি ভালো লেগে থাকলে লাইক, শেয়ার এবং সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকা বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে রাখুন সবার নোটিফিকেশন পেতে। থ্যাঙ্কস ফর ওয়াচিং।